Hey guys, welcome back to another video. It's Tyson. I know I haven't seen you guys in a while, um, but today we're in a public server, and we're gonna be showing you how to build your first Bloxburg house. So, yeah, and with this new update, there's a lot of new players that are gonna want to be building houses, and yeah, and I think after you join the game, you have like 15,000 if you delete everything. You have 15,000 left over. And of course the new players got the couch car too. I don't know if they'll remove that, but yeah, so the first thing that you're going to want to do in building a house is see what game passes you have. Today we won't be using any game passes in the building of our house. Um, and this outline that you see here is the small plot outline. So what you get with a normal plot, not the large plot. And yeah, so the only real building ones are multiple floors, transform, basement, advanced placing, and large plot. So we're not going to be using any game passes in today's video, but if you guys would like to see how to build a house with all the game passes, I can do that. Just comment down below. But first or second, you're gonna want to go on Google and look up like modern house or beach house, or just get a good reference photo for your house. So because we're not using game passes, I'm gonna look up a one-story modern home. Okay, and then a bunch of images should pop up, and then just find one that you like. And so once you've gotten your reference photo picked out, number 3 is getting your layout down. So what I like to do is start with the front. So we don't have a lot of room to work with here, but it looks like the garage is going to be over here. And just kind of look and see how many squares it would be compared to your avatar. It's kind of hard to see in pictures, but just try to see from there. And you don't have to copy this reference photo, but this is for if you have like no inspiration and you don't know how to build a home. And so this one looks like it's a double garage, so we'll do that. Okay, there's the garage, and your house will look really ugly at the beginning, so don't worry. It comes forward again. Sorry, I had to take a closer look at that, and sometimes you will have to do that, and that's okay. Okay, and then since I can only see the front, I'm just kind of gonna make this my own, and then we're gonna place a floor down as the driveway. Okay, and then we're going to color these. In mine, it looks like it's a dark concrete material. And then this one, we can go grass for the dirt. So let's find a nice brown here. Like that. Alright, so we have the base of our house down. So I'm just going to extend this to however I want. I would recommend adding a little bit of shape in your home just to not make it so boring. So this house looks like it has, let's see, roof. Oh, I forgot to turn this off. Okay, roof. It looks like it's going to be a hip roof. And it goes all throughout the house. Oh, and if you haven't noticed, you can use this to change like the floor or the roof, because like if I just do this, then it's only getting that one room, and so if I want to get the whole house, which I do, it's gonna be like this. And I'm skipping over this part, you'll see in a minute why. Okay, so we got that roof down, and now we're gonna add this one. I hope it lets us. So it's okay to overlap your roofs. I think it actually looks better. And we don't want that so tall, like that. All right, perfect. So there's our roofs, and yeah, so now we can get into the garage doors. Here, let me just see. Okay, so our house value is only 928. Sorry, ignore that name there. I didn't change it. Okay, so let's build our base windows and doors. I'm gonna try to make this a pretty cheap home if anybody did want to follow along. But it looks like the windows that we're using here are gonna be quite like this, but we'll actually go with the cheaper option and go with one of these. And it doesn't look like there's one here, but you can customize it to your own. So I'm gonna add one. And then we'll not worry about the windows in the back because this is just a little tutorial to show you guys how to build your own home. Like that. Okay. And then we're going to build some pillars so that this doesn't look so unsupported. Okay. Let's see here. Compose yourself. This is a very square house, so we'll go with a very square pillar option. We have the front end. Oh wait, just kidding. I need to color these. Okay, I got the garage doors colored, and this house looks kind of ugly right now, but it's okay. We're gonna get it looking good. So in the picture, like all of these walls are the same color, but here in Bloxburg it doesn't look very good. So I'm just gonna go through here and I'm gonna pick a material that looks a little bit different, and I can even change the color to a little bit darker. And just kind of play around with what you like. We could even go, ooh, I don't know. I picked a white concrete color. Oh, I didn't color this. Okay. So, I picked a white, and yes, I haven't colored the whole house yet, so. And we're gonna wanna go in with the doors. So just pick a door that you think suits your house, or you can go off your photo that you chose. Okay, so I've picked a door, but I don't like this gap up here, so we're gonna go into the windows and pick a window that I think looks nice up there. Okay, and I don't think the resize tool is Game Pass, but if it is, I'm sorry. Okay, so we have our front. Oh, So we have our house down, and I would recommend not making your house too big, especially for your first house. Next tip is to pick your floor plan. Like make it realistic, make it well, I guess you don't have to, it's your house, but I would recommend making it realistic and putting the bedrooms away and the more living kitchen spaces up here. And what I like to do is just kind of mark it out with some fences. So I'm thinking this area over here. So this can be the living area, and then we'll have a little corner kitchen over here that will satisfy all of our needs. So I'll do that, split it off. This is living, and this is kitchen. You don't have to do that. This is just for the video, but so kitchen, living, and then over here. Okay, so I figured my layout out. So this is going to be a bathroom. We're going to have a door into the garage here. This is going to be a little hallway. We have the kitchen, living here, and then we have 2 bedrooms. So it's not a very big house, but like I said, I wouldn't recommend building a very big house. So we can go in with the floor, and now that we have our thing divided off, we don't have to worry about placing the smaller floors. And I do my floors manually and not with the tool because the tool can make it to where the floors go a little wonky. And yeah, I like manual placement a lot better. Okay, so we have our house layout down if you guys want to copy this. Okay, and then we're going to start coloring the interior. So for my garages, I like to just go with a nice concrete. We could probably even match the driveway color, and that would be really nice. And then I like to paint all of my walls white, just to start off, or especially to start off. And of course, the color of your walls is going to depend on the type of house you're building. If you're building a more traditional, like non-modern house, you might not want white walls. You might want a nice off-white, or ooh, that's the floor. Sorry. Um, yeah, like a tan color. Or if you're building your real life house, you might wanna, yeah. And then now that we're at this step, I would recommend on Google now, uh, your photo should say the type of house it is. So for mine, it says a luxury modern home. So now we're gonna just take that and we're gonna look up modern home interiors. Okay, and then we're gonna look at these images here, and a lot of these are really nice interiors. So you're just gonna pick one that you really like, the color scheme, everything. So I really like this one. It's very dark with lighter floors. So let's actually lighten up these floors a little bit. We're gonna start working on our basic items, our basic furniture. So we're gonna want to go in here. Am I in? Sorry, I was in the wrong one. Okay, counters. And you can just pick a counter that you really like. And make sure to switch between cabinets and drawers, just because uh, they look a little bit better. Okay, and then we're gonna go in and we need to add an oven and a fridge and a microwave and a sink. We're gonna go in with some upper cabinets. I like the tall ones because they reach towards the ceiling. But if you just want a normal cabinet, that's fine. But I'm gonna go with the tall ones today. Oops. And then over the oven, make sure to do a smaller one, and you'll see why here in a minute. And so the reason why you're going to want to leave that taller is we're going to go in here to appliances, and you want a hood over your oven. You don't need one, but it's a lot more realistic. You could even remove this cabinet and do one of these basic hoods, or like one of the ones that don't require a cabinet. Oh, that one is a island hood. But yeah, and then these large ones are for the large oven. This one, the Pro. But with this oven, you have to make sure that, or that you know, you can't bake or cook two things on the stovetop and in the oven. Like you can't, which is pretty stupid because there is a second oven, so I'm not sure why that would. All right, I've finished the kitchen. Oh, I still need to add a microwave here. Let's do that. Okay. And then what I like to do is change the color of the walls behind the kitchen. Uh, some people do decals, but I just feel like that's a lot of work, and Bloxburg has a lot of good materials that you can use. And so what I'm gonna do to be able to color only this portion and not this, I'm gonna add a little wall here, and then if you exit out of build mode, and then you can go back in, you'll notice that the wall is now separated. So if you add a wall out inside, then it'll separate the walls. And so now we're able to color this that separate color. And this backsplash just really finishes everything off. And I've decided to go with a dual color kitchen. You can see the lower cabinets are a little bit brighter than the upper ones. I just think that it adds a little more detail and a little more interest to the space. So now we're going to go work on the living room, and I might actually delete this portion so we just have the fridge there. I'm going to want a taller cabinet for that, especially since we're going to be leaning over next to it. And then we'll go in here, decorate plumbing, and grab a really nice kitchen sink. Okay, I've decided to add an island to kind of fill up this space, especially since it is a very large kitchen. But yeah, and make sure that there's a little more than one space to walk here. I'm gonna move this up to that line because there's still more than one block to work there, but it doesn't go past the kitchen. So the kitchen is in its clearly defined space, and now we'll work on this living area. So we're going to go into the comfort section of the decorate tab. Okay, I've decided to go with one of these large sofas, and then I like this TV stand. And I personally don't really like when couches are facing away from the door, but these are the circumstances that we do have to deal with. So I'm going to go in here, and what I like is this cozy fabric texture, and then we're just going to find a really nice color for it. I like this color because it matches with the cabinets, so I think that is the color that we're going to go with. And then these pillows we are going to switch out, so I don't think it matters what color you color them. Okay, and then the pillows, we're going to go into decorate, decorations, pillows. And then I just like to switch them out for more of these nicer looking ones. And maybe we can go with a different shape, like, okay. And then we're just going to recolor these to whatever color you want. So I added 2 tables and then this rug, and we can recolor them to match to match the space. And it seems like this house is going to be a lot of blues, and I like to bring those colors through with the carpets and the pillows. And I think we should add a fun material to this carpet. I really like this futuristic pattern. Oh no. And I don't like how you can't really see that table, so we're going to bring it out here and add a little plant. And then sometimes when you place a plant down, the leaf will like go through the wall like this if I wanted this in the corner. And so you can just turn it until it doesn't. And make sure that no plants go through the wall because it doesn't look the greatest. And then we have the plant there. And actually, I don't like how harsh that black is, so we're just going to move it to a little bit of a darker gray. Okay, so now that that's done, and we'll add decals to that, we can add a little bit of clutter. First, we want to pick out a door that we like for the house. I'm going to go with this plain door because even though it is the plain door, you can make it look really nice by just changing the material. Brown, and you see it makes the door just look a lot nicer. And we can even change this to the gold that we used in the living room to kind of tie everything together. And then I'm gonna add another bedroom door over here, and then we can add the last one right there. And so as you can see, this door is kind of clipping through the wall. So what I like to do is just turn it on the smallest grid, and if you click right in the middle of the door, it doesn't move, and then you could just move it over one, and it's no longer glitching out. That doesn't bug everybody, and you don't have to do that. I just like to because I don't like how it looks. And then we're gonna add a little painting here. I'll add decals to them later, but we're just getting these kind of placed down. And then I think I'll also want to add one over here on this wall. Oh, just kidding, that's the door to the garage. Alright, there's our very nice Route 500 in our garage. And I'm not going to really add anything to the garage because you just don't need to. If you want to, you can add the little buckets. You know what, we might as well. Wow! Once you're done with that, you're going to click over here and you're going to turn it to nighttime. So now we're going to do the lighting. So we're going to go in here, if I can find it, decorate. Wait, okay. I was going to say, wait, where is it? And then, well, first we're going to do the exterior lighting. And then, now that we have our outside lighting done, I'm going to add a little not decoration, a little doorbell here while we're out here. And then inside we're going to go And I really like these. Let me see if I can find them. Okay, these $90 sleek ceiling lights. Make sure to try to evenly space them out. It just looks a lot better. And then recolor them to a light you like. I really like linen lighting. It just warms the space up. And then I'm actually gonna add fans. So we'll do the star ceiling one for the kids' room because he likes to look at the stars. And then just recolor them. Okay, I've decided on these geometric ones, and I really like just putting them above the counter. You can even make them different heights if you would like to. I forgot to add chairs to this, so we're gonna go with some more stools. Yeah, so once you're finished decorating your home, this is what it should look like. Well, these bedrooms, I would personally add a little more detail, but you absolutely don't need to. I'll give you a little tour. Then I added a little back door. If you want to add a backyard, you absolutely can. Just add a little fence. They even have swimming pools and stuff. You can add like playgrounds, anything you want. Just make it your own. Yeah, and then here's the kids' bedroom with the moonlight and the bathroom. Very basic things. And then, of course, you can change these decals to whatever decals you want. Okay, here's the decal code for this map of Amsterdam. Okay, here's this decal code for this beach scene. I like the colors because it goes with everything else. Shoot, I forgot. That was the decal code. I should leave that in. And then here's the decal code for the last photo. It looks like it's going to be some palm trees. And I really like the colors on this one because it just brings everything together here. And so there is our finished. Oh, that's a nice house. Okay, sorry. Okay, and then there's our finished basic starter home. Of course, I don't know how expensive this is. Should we see? Oh, that's pretty expensive. So here's a nice $50,000 home for you guys. Um, it might be more with the furniture that you want to add in these bedrooms and stuff.